Hi everybody, thank you for taking the time to have a look at our webinar. This is Anne Hope from Cruise and Maritime Voyages, and I just want to take you through some of our slides and show you some of our ships. A little bit of background on the company. Our head office is in the UK and has been there since 2009, with the Australian office opening just 5 years ago. So this is the 5th season of Asta coming to Australia. So just to give you a quick overview, this is exactly some of the areas where we do cruise to. So I know a lot of you would be familiar with Asta coming to Australia, but we also have a great selection of cruises cruising out of the UK to all of these areas: Amazon, West Indies, Australia, Baltic, British Isles, Canada, Canary Islands, Christmas markets, Iceland, Northern Isles, Northern Lights, Norwegian fjords, and of course round the world voyages. This is our fleet. Columbus was the P&O Pacific Pearl, and she's just joined our fleet now in June. Magellan was a Carnival Grand Holiday, and she joined us just 2 years ago. Of course, we have the Asta, which everybody's getting to know very well in Australia. The Marco Polo is the original Marco Polo. Yes, she's still going strong. And Astoria has now come into our fleet as well. So this just gives you an outline. There we are: Magellan, Marco Polo, Columbus, Asta, and Astoria. With Columbus, we're cruising with 1,400 passengers on board. When the ship was under the P&O flag, they used to cruise with 1,800 passengers. So you can imagine that the space ratio is far greater now on Columbus. We've also allocated 150 cabins for the solo cruiser, and I'll go through that later. And we class her as an adult-only ship. So Columbus, we took her over in January. The ship was refurbished only about last September, I think it was. And as you can see, she's got some beautiful, beautiful public areas on board. Nice sized theatre, a lot of dining options on the Columbus. With our fees are minimal. If it is a specialty restaurant, probably around about $30 per person. And that's the casual eating area. This is for your Asian fusion, and the chef's table. Lots of deck chair space, and really this is our first ship that we actually do have some balconies on. We're very limited in balconies, but what you would miss out on not having a balcony, we can offer you nice wide wooden promenade decks, lots of deck chairs where you can sit and relax and watch the sea go by. So this gives you an idea of the deluxe balcony ocean view, a junior suite. And where does she cruise to? So Columbus starts her world cruise from Tilbury. At the moment she's doing short cruises out of Tilbury over to Europe, to Amsterdam, up into the Baltics. And then in January she will start her world cruise. Now the cruising price starts from $13,879 per person, or a twin ocean view. We've got lots of fly cruise packages that you can take, where you can fly up to Singapore from Australia. You can join the ship in Sydney. You can do the round cruise. You can join in Auckland, Hong Kong, Singapore, or Dubai. Once she gets into Europe, this also, I've just put some sample itineraries in to give you an idea of exactly how far and wide we will cruise your clients. There you can see this one is from out of London. We're covering into France, Spain and Portugal. Our pricing starts, just for an example, I've got their Superior Twin Inner is 1,900, and then the single price is only 2,500. So the singles are not having to pay the full 200%, which is quite common on a lot of the ships. We've also got Cuba, extensive cruising around the British Isles. And on this particular one, which was, well, I need to take that slide out because that date is gone now. Standard plus twin inner was 277 with the second person being free. Again, up through Iceland. And then I'll take you on to Marco Polo. Marco Polo, of course, still the original Marco Polo. She was rebuilt in the 90s and she's since had 2 refurbs in 2010, I think was the last one. Ice strengthened hull, so she can still go up to Iceland and Greenland. 800 passengers, and again, adult only. This is all the new pool area on the Marco Polo, all the new spa pools as well. The ship has been kept in its original Art Deco theme, so you really are going back to what traditional cruising is these days. We've got excellent food choices, choice of a twin inside, outside with the portholes or window. Going up to the suites, again, no balconies at all on Marco Polo. But she goes up right up to the top there. You can see into Lundbergen, through Norway, Canada in the fall this year, which is a beautiful itinerary. Pricing on this very attractive for the length of time you're at sea. 28 nights, starts round about 5,000. Or standard plus twin inner, 4,000 per person. This one covering all the way through, this is for next year, again out from Harwich, going up through Iceland and then into Greenland. And on this one, the second person fares starting 5,500, 21 nights, the second person cruise is free. This is a new itinerary that's come up for 2018, and you can see there it cruises up, goes into Kirkwall, into the Shetland Islands, then over the top through Norway, into, I can't pronounce it, Mundsnak, and then into Archangel, which is back into Russia. So the Magellan, I was saying, is a carnival ship, was a carnival ship, the Grand Holiday. With Carnival, the ship cruised with 1,600 guests and we cruised with 1,200. Adult only again, and we also have 150 cabins on Magellan for the single traveller. Again, limited balconies, but this ship has so many lovely big wide open windows and corridors. It's such a lovely bright ship. Again, we always have 2 choices of dining. There's no specialty restaurants on the Magellan, but you have your casual eating area and your formal. This is the Captain's Club, Sinatra's Lounge. That's the spa entrance. And there you can see the lovely big wide corridors and lots of light coming through. The entertainment on all of our ships, I would only ever say they are cabaret style entertainment. Please do not think you're going to go on for a big Broadway show, but the entertainment is fantastic. You have a choice, music, dancing shows, lecturers. This picture was taken when the ship was in Norway. It was a little bit cold that day, so the bar wasn't exactly frequented that much. With Magellan, you have a choice of inside or outside, twin or double. And you're only going to pay the different price depending on what deck, whether you want midship, forward or aft. The suites, there's 8 suites, 6 or 8 suites on Magellan. Again, you can see there, nice sitting area, nice large bathrooms, very spacious. So again, another sample itinerary for you here. London going all the way up through Norway. We also do the Baltics, Definitely we can cover the Northern Lights. This one particular does all of the Northern Lights plus goes back down into Amsterdam and then into France. And again, Iceland, we've got more cruises. So if one ship won't, the date won't fit you, please make sure you check out the other ships. You can see there we've got 12 nights. Second person again is free on these cruises. Through into Russia and to the Baltics. If you take any of the shore excursions with into Russia, we will cover your visa with the shore excursions. So Astoria has been a visitor to Australia. She was the Athena that cruised out of Fremantle for about 10 years. Still very, she is again a very lovely ship. Again small, only 500 guests on board. Oh, no itinerary, sorry, for Astoria. So now to Astor. So Astor, 620 passengers, but mainly she will cruise with around about 550 guests, because we don't try and sell every single berth. So predominantly our clientele is either twin share or singles. So this is the Captain's Club. It's a feature on all of our ships now. We're putting the Captain's Club through. Again, with like the other ships, we don't have any child facilities on board. On both Magellan and the Columbus, the child facilities came off and the Taverners Pub has gone on there. All the ships have a nice stock library, card room. We have lecturers on board. This is Astor, very large sports deck. And again, you've got your choice of dining. So on Astor, we actually have 2 specialty restaurants, which is a Mediterranean or the Asian fusion. It's $19. The Asian fusion is like a degustation menu of around Asia. So you've got food from Vietnam, Hong Kong, Singapore. On Astor, we also have an indoor pool. And at the back there you can see there's both wet and dry saunas. We've got the heated tile beds. All these areas are complimentary. So even if you're on any of the ships you want to do some Zumba or yoga, they again are all complimentary. So there's no areas that you have to pay to be in a secluded area on our ship. So our fare is pretty well inclusive except for your shore excursions. The drinks package when Astor's out here in Australia is $34 per person per day, and that's for a full open bar with wine by the glass, spirits, cocktails, draft beer. When they're cruising in the UK, it's £17. So this is what classes our leading category. It's a category 2, and this is for 4 people, and you can see there 2 rooms with 3 lower beds, and the 4th is just the Pullman, so it's not technically a 4 berth as such. There is individual pricing, but again a lot of our pricing on Astor this season has been buy one get one free. So for 4 people in here they would only pay, first person is buy one get one free, the second person then pays the buy one get one free, and the 4th person is free. This would be a twin share cabin. We also have these with some of them with the Pullmans on the wall, and in those you would be buy one get one free, and the 3rd person at the 3rd person price, in which is very, very attractive. All the accommodation on Astor, everybody gets the bathrobe. Cabins have flat screen TVs. They also have a fridge. This particular cabin is made up for a single traveller. So it's not a cabin that's any smaller, it's just we don't make up the second bed. We only have 6 single cabins on Astor. So with a dedicated fare, when that fare has gone, the client then has a choice of any category at the buy one get one free plus 25% single supplement. So this is a category 12 up to our premium suites. Very spacious, 26 square metres, lovely full length windows. Then we go into a Senator suite, which has a front balcony and, as you can see over there, a side balcony. And the Astor suite, that is 56 square metres, has about a 30 square metre balcony out the front. It's enormous. So that has the lounge room as well as the bedroom, the bathroom with the twin basins, TV in the mirror. Beautiful ship. So that just shows you the bedroom. So Astor will be coming out again starting October. She's over there at the moment cruising out of Tilbury. That pricing there is 12,000 with the second guest is free, and she'll be cruising through the Panama Canal, down through Papeete, into Auckland, then into Sydney, then Adelaide, and into Fremantle, where she'll be based for most of the summer from December through to February. Then in February through to March, she'll cruise over to Adelaide, and from Adelaide she'll do several cruises down Port Lincoln, Kangaroo Island, and into Tasmania. When she's cruising from Fremantle, she cruises down to Albany and Esperance. She has a cruise up to Bali. We also have a New Year's Eve cruise, Australia Day cruise. So they're very themed cruises. We have one cruise on the 20th of January, which is the memorial cruise down to Albany, where you can go and visit the Anzac Memorial up there. We've got a guest speaker on board. They've got a dawn service. So if you've got anybody who's really interested in that field, it'd be a very interesting cruise to do. And then in the March, she will head back up the west coast of South Africa, back into the UK, where she'll start her season again before she'll come back in the October. Again, looking at those prices, we range from the 4-berth inner, $7,599 with the second or fourth person free, up to the Astor suite at 43,000 with the second person free. So again, just a highlight of where we cruise. As I say, Amazon, West Indies, Australia, South Africa. All these cruises are on our website, and they are loaded up to the end of 2018. Why would you cruise with us? As I say, we can offer you very different itineraries. We can offer you a very traditional cruise experience. We'll take you to the places you want to go to at a very affordable price with friendly, excellent service on board. Adult-only cruising, and also dedicated accommodation and pricing for our solo cruisers. If you're interested to look at one of our brochures on our website, at the top band you'll see brochures. Every brochure we have is on there. You can click on it and it's a flip snack, so it's instant to have a look. So yep, just go on and have a play around. And that's the end of my little talk. I hope it was of interest to you. My name's Anne Hope. I'm always at the end of a phone if ever you want to have a chat about anything that you've seen on the website. Thank you.